Bowers' front yard desperately needs an update.
The focal point in your garden is the hydro pole.
Dirty business is on the case.
So I'm on my way to the Bowers residence, and I'm really excited that it's finally getting started.
Unfortunately, the excitement is short-lived. Let's see if someone slightly heavier has better luck. Well, what do you know? James and I go over the project details one more time.
Coming along?
Yeah.
And find something
That just caught my eye.
that could be funny.
I've never seen
kind of
the likes
interesting.
of two of those together like that. Anyways.
Anyhow.
Okay, so over here.
Pipe fittings that look suspiciously like
It's the landscaping show with balls.
The roots underneath this maple are a little more serious than we were expecting.
Yeah, for sure they are. They always are. Urban street trees, especially Norway maples, they are the bane of any garden design installation you do because of the shallow roots on them.
The good thing is, I guess we've been down the road with it enough that we do know some viburnums and dogwoods and ground cover will go.
Well, we can deal with the old maple's roots, but the old driveway's gotta go. We're going to dry lay a limestone border and the walkway to the front door. And now that the hardscaping's underway, it's time to think of the softscaping, also known as the plants and the trees.
Oh, Japanese pagoda tree. Well, it's
Right.
overwhelming. It's a large place and there's lots of plants.
They've got a lot of nice specimens here, but we don't know what they are.
And that's where I come in.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
These are absolutely beautiful. Eastern redbud, Cercis canadensis. They have the multi-stem, which I love because it looks absolutely dynamite uplit.
This is for what area?
I would use these as the 4 when you step out your door. They'd look absolutely amazing.
They're already about 8 feet tall.
It's your house. If you feel like that's a little too heavy or too much, we'll tone it down.
Yeah, I think it's a bit big.
Okay. In this industry of landscape design, you could just be doing plant material design alone. You have to consider so many things. Light, sun, shade, structure, flower, how it's going to look after 1 year, how it's going to look after 5 years, how it's going to look after 60 years. These dogwoods would be a great option.
And these are the fall leaves color.
That's right.
Maybe we're making headway.
This one looks good. Is this one good or
That's
no?
a great one.
The Bowers want a row of trees at the edge of their property to define the space. I'm thinking hornbeam.
This is the hornbeam. This is columnar. You can see by that nice shape. That's why we want it. It's not going to overwhelm your property or
Right.
the neighbor's property. The leaf stays on in the winter. So it has some nice winter appeal.
Falls off in the spring or just
Falls off in the spring, new leaves come out.
Sadly, this batch is already sold.
I put a phone call into the grower, and they are hopeful that they can get more. Now the fact that the client has been out here, it makes me feel great, because I don't have to worry that when the plant material does show up, they're not going to like it.
Another meeting and more breakfast.
Toast, toast, toast. Bowers is moving along. We went out to the grower with them last week. Very particular, which is great. Found some nice specimens. Still have to have another meeting with them regarding the shrubs and perennials. With the Bowers, they are right on it. They want to know what's going on. And they just are very, very detail-oriented people.
How deep's the gas line? It should be 4 feet, but just go shallow. Just shallow, that's it. That's it, we'll take the rest by hand.
We're digging all the holes, but now we've got to find something to fill them with.
We were thinking that the dwarf Korean lilacs would look really sharp on the left-hand side of the stairs as you're leaving the house.
Okay.
We like putting it by a front doorstep because it is so fragrant.
Out of 100 species of shrub, there's really only 5 to 7 that will grow fairly well underneath a maple. This Viburnum judei is actually really quite fragrant for their flower.
And this is
the fall color.
Fall.
It's a dynamite red fall color.
From the street, I wanted the porch and the doorway to be the focus point.
You know, we don't want that to be lost
And the planters
with
on the
too
porch.
tall of a
Right.
planting there.
If you want to leave it as a semi-ground cover, I'm completely fine with that.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to factor like why I should pick one or the other, the ground cover versus the bush.
What I look for in our climate is because we spend so many months with where I don't want you just looking at dirt, I look for winter interest. And the ground cover is great for winter interest. It stays green.
Right.
And the viburnums, they still have winter interest in that they're a nice woody shrub. So you're not looking at dirt.
I think this calls for a compromise. We're going to plant the Euonymus coloratus and the viburnum, and they'll both look great year-round. But our planting plan may have a hitch.
What do you need, buddy?
I need to know, there's two things on both your orders for Joel and James. Dwarf Korean lilac do not look good, so we're not going to ship the ones we have.
Oh, great.
I need dwarf Korean lilacs. And I need viburnums.
We might have to go elsewhere.
If you want them that bad, or we'll try to get some other kind. They're not going to be the prettiest.
Are they going to be fine in the spring?
Are they going to be fine in the spring?
Yeah.
I'll take
I'll take 8. I'll take my regular order.
I'll take my regular order.
Okay, so that's 2 regular orders. Do you guys want fries with that?
You're turning comical, buddy.
We averted disaster on the first phone call, but the second one is another matter.
Okay.
What? Not happy?
I'm not happy with the landing area. It dips and it's up and it's down, so I'm a little disappointed.